Elias lived a simple life. He fished, he mended nets, he watched the sun rise and set. But Elias yearned for more. The vast ocean held his gaze. He dreamed of distant shores and untold stories. Each day he looked to the horizon. He imagined vibrant cities and towering mountains. Would he ever see them? Would he ever escape the familiar rhythm of his life? One day, an old sailor visited the village. He spoke of faraway lands and mythical creatures. Elias listened, his heart pounding. This was the life he craved. That night, Elias dreamt of adventure. He dreamt of a life beyond the waves, a life filled with purpose and wonder. A fierce storm raged. Waves crashed against the shore. Elias watched from his hut, worry gnawing at his heart. Suddenly, a flash of lightning illuminated a small boat tossed about in the angry sea. Without hesitation, Elias grabbed his lantern and ran towards the storm. He had to help whoever was out there. Using all his strength, he fought against the wind and rain, his eyes searching the churning water. Finally, he saw it. The boat, splintered and broken, was being thrown towards the rocks. And clinging to its wreckage was a woman. Elias plunged into the icy water, battling the waves to reach her. He pulled her to safety, her eyes wide with fear. Her name was Mira, and she was a storyteller. As she recovered in his humble hut, she spoke of distant islands and their hidden wonders. Elias listened, captivated. This was the adventure he'd been waiting for. Mira's stories ignited a fire in Elias's soul. He knew he couldn't ignore this calling. He decided to leave behind the life he knew and embark on a journey with Mira. They repaired her damaged boat using driftwood and salvaged materials. Elias packed his meager belongings. He took only what was essential: his fishing net, a worn map, and a heart full of hope. As the sun rose, casting a warm glow on the water, they set sail. The villagers gathered on the shore, a mix of worry and admiration in their eyes. Elias looked back one last time at his home, a bittersweet feeling washing over him. He was leaving behind everything familiar, but he was sailing towards his dreams. The unknown stretched before him like an uncharted sea, filled with both peril and promise. The journey was fraught with challenges. The sea, unpredictable and unforgiving, tested their resolve. They faced sudden storms, their small boat tossed about like a leaf in a hurricane. They endured scorching sun and chilling nights, their supplies dwindling with each passing day. Doubt crept into Elias's mind. Was this journey a mistake? Was he foolish to leave the safety of his home? But then he would look at Mira. She never lost hope. She faced each obstacle with courage and determination. Her spirit was infectious. She reminded him why they started this journey. They shared stories, sang songs, and kept each other's spirits high. They learned to navigate by the stars, to find solace in the vastness of the sea. With each challenge they overcame, their bond grew stronger, their resolve unbreakable. Their first stop was the island of Whispers, a place shrouded in mist and legend. The island seemed to hum with a life of its own. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it ancient secrets. They explored hidden caves adorned with strange symbols. They met the island's inhabitants, reclusive people who spoke in hushed tones and possessed a deep connection to nature. Mira learned their language, deciphering their tales and legends. Elias listened, mesmerized by the history etched into the island's very soul. They discovered a hidden lagoon, its waters said to hold restorative powers. As they bathed in its cool embrace, they felt a sense of peace wash over them. The island had shared its secrets, revealing the power of listening and the importance of respecting the whispers of the past. Next, they arrived at the Island of Colors, a stark contrast to the previous island's muted tones. Here, vibrant flowers bloomed in every hue imaginable. The air vibrated with the songs of exotic birds. The islanders welcomed them with open arms, their smiles as bright as the flowers that adorned their hair. They were a people who celebrated life in all its forms, embracing their differences and finding joy in their shared humanity. Elias and Mira joined their dances, their laughter echoing through the lush forests. They learned about their customs, their art, their unique way of life. Elias realized that true beauty lay not in uniformity, but in the celebration of individuality. The island was a tapestry of cultures, woven together by threads of kindness and acceptance. It was a testament to the power of diversity, a reminder that the world was a richer place because of its differences. Their journey continued to the island of Echoes, a place of stark beauty and quiet contemplation. Towering cliffs rose from the sea, their jagged edges mirroring the turmoil within Elias's heart. This island was different. It was a place of introspection, of facing one's inner demons. As Elias explored its desolate landscapes, he was forced to confront his own fears and insecurities. He found himself drawn to a secluded cave, its entrance hidden by a curtain of cascading water. Inside, the walls were smooth and reflective. As he gazed at his reflection, he saw not just his physical form, but also the turmoil within his soul. He realized that true adventure wasn't just about exploring the world outside, but also the world within. He had to confront his own darkness before he could truly appreciate the light. Their final destination was the island where, according to legend, a magnificent pearl lay hidden. This pearl, said to possess magical qualities, had been the object of many a sailor's desire. Elias and Mira followed ancient maps and cryptic clues, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They braved treacherous jungles and scaled treacherous cliffs, their resolve tested at every turn. Finally, they found it. In a hidden grotto, nestled within a bed of shimmering coral, lay the legendary pearl. Its beauty was breathtaking, its luminescence casting an ethereal glow on their faces. Elias reached out and picked it up, its smooth surface cool against his calloused fingers. He had found the treasure, the prize he had sought for so long. But as he looked at Mira, he realized that something had changed. The pearl, once so alluring, now paled in comparison to the journey they had shared and the bond they had forged. With the legendary pearl in their possession, Elias and Mira set sail for home. The journey back was filled with a sense of quiet contentment. They had faced their fears, embraced the unknown, and discovered treasures far greater than they could have ever imagined. As they approached their village, they saw that much had changed. The villagers, inspired by Elias's courage and Mira's stories, had started to rebuild their lives. They had planted gardens, repaired their homes, and rediscovered the importance of community. Elias realized that his journey had not been in vain. He had not only discovered himself, but he had also inspired others to seek their own adventures, to embrace change, and to find joy in the simple things. He no longer yearned for distant shores. He had found his purpose in the most unexpected of places, his own backyard. He knew that adventure wasn't about the destination, but about the journey and the people we shared it with. Elias transformed his humble fishing hut into a gathering place, a beacon of warmth and welcome. Every night, people from the village and beyond would gather around, eager to hear his tales. He spoke of faraway islands, mythical creatures, and the lessons he had learned along the way. He shared Mira's stories, his words painting vivid pictures in the minds of his listeners. The hut became a place of sharing and connection where people from all walks of life came together to listen, to learn, and to be inspired. Elias, the fisherman who once yearned for adventure, had found his true calling, a storyteller. His stories, like seeds scattered by the wind, took root in the hearts of those who heard them. They sparked a thirst for knowledge, a desire to explore, and a belief in the power of human connection. And so, the legacy of Elias, the fisherman turned storyteller, lived on, carried on the wind and whispered on the waves, a testament to the enduring power of dreams, adventure, and the magic of storytelling.